Ay, who got the tea? Ay, keep it in the ring. Ay, sneaky, we outside. We're gonna roast, we're gonna argue, it's all just jokes. Let's see 1 minute, next one beef, and then we back laughing, bitches stop reaching. We are opponents, fight fair. We are competitors, not enemies. Keep it cute, frenemies. Frenemies, yeah. We outside. Oh shit, that's sneaky. Even she outside. Ay, who got the tea? Keep it in the ring. Sneaky, we outside. Now here's what we not doing. No family talk, no kids involved, no doxxing, no dead relatives, no real life harassment. Keep it in the ring, keep it in the ring. Roast the content, not the families. Kids are a no to me. Debate creators, don't dox. I'm talking low talk, but don't run in it high. Who got the tea? Keep it in the ring. Sneaky, we outside.
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me well. I know I have a very low speaking tone. I'm going to work on that. Hey, Shara, what's up? Hey, Tiffany. Thank you for being here. Boo. Hey, So Boo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, y'all can lighten up the mood a little bit. I know we are having very heavy times right now, and there's a lot happening with the Carmelo Anthony case. Sending my prayers to him and his family. I'm going to let everybody else handle that, break up some of this sadness, and try to have a little bit of fun here. Hey, Toya Boo, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Thank y'all for being here. Let me get out of the chat for a little bit. Obviously, you guys know we are in the Frenemies Sector, a place where we can laugh, debate, disagree a little bit, throw a little shade, but still be able to keep it respectful. No doxing, no family attacks, no kids, no real life harassment, just personalities, opinions, entertainment, and content. That's pretty much it. And around here, we're going to make sure we keep the gloves on and keep everything in the ring. All right. I hope you all had a great day. Hey, Boo. What's up, VA Says? Boo, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Can y'all please make sure y'all hit the like button for me, please? And if you can, share if you care. I would appreciate that. Just to help the channel get into the rhythm of things and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions, just drop it in the chat while I go ahead and do a little spiel of stuff for you guys. I wanted to talk about some New York Knicks stuff since I know that, we're in the championship in the thick of it right now. So I have a little bit of stuff for you guys. I wanted to go through my scrapbook a little bit with you guys, help you guys get to know me a little bit, just a page or two from that day in my life. Yeah, it's good to be able to be a part of certain things that happen in history. So that's what's up. Hey, Ivy Boo, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I know I put it on both ways, so that just depends on however people want to watch. So you'll be able to see me in your feed, like when you're scrolling through your videos. There will be one scrolling in your feed, which will be the small one, and then the regular size one view that you see, the video view, that is what you'll see when you click on my profile. But you will see both, and the chat is the same for both. So again, thank you all for being here. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I have another monetized page where I pretty much talk about capital punishment cases and things like that happen in Vegas. A little bit more darker than I want this page to be, but I don't normally have mods. So I know mods are a big thing. So I'll be making some mods. You guys could look forward to that. Um, and hopefully we'll have some new mods over here in this sector. And you guys could be a part of my little boo crew. You guys are all my little boos. Keep it simple. So if you're here right now, you are a part of the boo crew. Just so you know, anybody that comes in, welcome them to the boo crew. And I also really don't like to talk on silent. I know that you guys are used to hearing silent lives. So I'm going to try to keep this one silent as long as I possibly can. But I will play music really low in my background. Um, and you guys will be able to hear me, but it still won't be dead silence. So I like it that way. Yes, Boo Crew, come through, come through, come through. And again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you so very much. Please make sure that you guys are hitting the like button for me. And if you can, share. That'll help me to get into the algorithm so that people will know when I'm live and all of that. And make sure you turn off on your notification buttons as well. I have an accent. Where am I from? I was born in Brooklyn. So I do have a hidden New York accent underneath there. I try to hide it very much. I have been on the West Coast for a little over 10 years now. So my accent is a little mixed. And then I'm also a West Indian as well. So you'll hear a few different things come out of me, all the same person. Yes, I have little different accents that come out here and there. So yes, go New York, go New York, go. I'm so proud of them as well. Oh, you forget the accent? Yes, it's definitely in there. You know, I get the typical mother, father, sister, brother, whether, those kind of questions. Say this word, say that word. I think it's hilarious, but that's just how people on the West Coast are. But I do try to disguise it when I can. So hopefully y'all okay with me however I show up. Because I'm gonna be okay with y'all however y'all show up, which is cool. Anyway, y'all show up for me. Have any of you guys ever been to New York City or anybody from New York City here? Or you guys on the West Coast? Just kind of gauge on where people are. You don't gotta say your exact place. You could just say what side of the earth you're on. I do enjoy both of my life experiences. Brooklyn raised me to be who I am today, and Vegas pays me. So, yep. Oh, so you're born in New York? Okay, okay. So you're gonna get a feel of kind of what I'm talking about here. Hopefully, it'll be a little nostalgic for you, bring you back some childhood memories, and you'll be able to join in from the chat a little bit and maybe fill us in on some of your experiences. And before I get started, has anybody here ever been to a professional basketball game, whether it be NBA, WNBA, anything like that? Or have you guys played at all? I do have experiences with basketball. I didn't play basketball. I played softball in high school and in college, but I was the manager of the basketball team in both high school and college as well. So I have a lot of experience with sports, but I also have a lot of experience in other areas. You guys see, some of the things we did during the, many different challenges. I usually make my own costumes. I do my own makeup. I do my own hair. I do my own nails. A lot of those things I like to do as well. So I'm a sports girly, but I'm also a girly girly when I need to be as well. Okay, you've been to some games, V, and you played in high school. That's dope. Okay, point guard, point guard. Sorry, I'm a Las Vegas Aces fan as well. We got the point guard Chelsea over here. So yeah, that's dope. So shout out to everybody who has been in the sports arena, people who love it, people who don't. I'm going to be doing a few different kinds of topics. I don't want you guys to come over here and think that it will always be sports because it's not going to always be sports. I will have three kind of main type shows that hopefully you'll enjoy. Want to be a sports show, something like this. Right now, we're just talking about the Knicks because obviously they're in their championship season. Hopefully, they catch this win. Other times, it may be different things that we talk about in sports. The aces, it may be hockey, it may be a boxing match that's coming up. I'm in a lot of different sectors, so there will be a lot of different talk about that. I also want to do a segment called Ringside Roulette, and this is kind of where we get together as the content creators and we give a real good piece of content to the sector together. And it could be different. It's called Ringside Roulette. So it'll be different types of topics where we could do would you rather's, creative confessions. Maybe we can answer some subscriber questions, things of that nature. So I'll have the sports, just plain sports talk. Then I'll have the Ringside Roulette. And then I also want to do a Frenemies After Dark with Sneaky Link. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I want to do a Frenemies After Dark with Sneaky Link where we could do late night conversations on, we can chat, tackle some messy topics, maybe some unpopular opinions, relationships, debates, dating culture, things like that. So hopefully it's a nice, well-rounded channel that could give you a bunch of different topics and, we can have a little bit of fun over here. If y'all like that, then we should be good with that. I got stuff for the guys, I got stuff for the girls. And also, I'm big on my community wall. So if you communicate with me on my community wall, that's when you'll get the content that you want to see. So if you come over and you're like, oh, it's boring, or I don't want to talk about this, I don't want to talk about that, 9 times out of the 10, I'll put a poll up or something like that where you could have been able to be a part of picking that topic. So follow me on the community wall. You guys can talk to me there. You can post there as well. I can also drop my Instagram in the chat a little bit later, and then maybe you guys can, communicate with me that way as well. But I really would like for it to be on the community wall so that you guys can see, what's happening, what we're going to be talking about, and things like that. VA, you said you like hockey, Washington Capitals fans. Okay. We VGK over here. We VGK, but it's all good. I like to, have a little competition, things like that. So, yeah, so hopefully that'll be interesting to you guys. Obviously, my other channel is very heavy. I talk about a lot of heavy topics over there. I'm in the courtroom a lot on that channel. I'm going into a lot of dark spaces. I'm going into the city, under the city of Las Vegas. I'm talking to homeless people a lot. So that channel is where all the heavy stuff is. If you want to go over there, you can. I don't like to mix, so I'm not even going to drop it. If you find it, great. If not, stay over here. We'll have a little bit of fun over here in the Frenemies sector and keep things rolling that way. Yes. I'm going to play a little clip for y'all really quickly. It's just a 1-minute clip, and it'll kind of introduce you guys to me, New York City, my channel a little bit, some things like that, some things that I have experienced. And then I want to talk about what you guys have experienced in your lifestyle as well. The main conversation today has been, the behaviors of children and how they've changed so very much. And a lot of that is because of, systematic issues, environmental issues, things that are happening in the home, all kind of things like that. So we want to make sure that we're doing our part, and maybe giving them a little bit of that old school loving as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. It's really quick. It's under a minute.
I want to introduce you to me, my Vegas sports, and my Frenemies Sector content. But before all of that, I was just a Brooklyn girl growing up in New York City. Back then, things were different. The basketball courts at the parks were full. We played outside until the street lights came on. Everybody knew their neighbors. Block parties were a whole event. The music was legendary, the fashion was unforgettable. And New York had an energy that's hard to explain if you didn't live it. So I want to share that experience, talk about what it felt like growing up in Brooklyn and walking into Madison Square Garden for the first time. I'll also tell you some stories about growing up in the 80s and 90s. So let's take a trip back to Brooklyn, basketball, and some of my best memories of the 80s and the 90s. I'm going to show you guys my scrapbook page for my first New York Knicks game. I went to Madison Square Garden, and don't judge me, it was 18 years ago. Okay, so don't be judgmental. Okay, thank you. Tune in.
Okay, okay, okay. That was just a quick little intro. Hopefully, you guys liked it. Hopefully, you guys can enjoy it. So a lot of what I remember about growing up in New York City was exactly what I talked about. It was just the culture of the city, the way the streets felt. We had block parties all the time. There was always corner stores with people outside. Summers in Brooklyn, you didn't walk down the street where you didn't know somebody, you didn't stop, you didn't have a conversation. There's no such thing as just going out to the store, bypassing everybody you live near, and then going back and never saying a word to anybody, which is kind of how we live today. You know, we play double dutch, we play hopscotch, we play handball. Brooklyn food, especially back in the days, was also pretty special as well. The pizza shops, the Italian ices, the bagels, the bodegas. If you know, you know, you just had to be there. You had to feel the beat of the city in the 80s and the 90s. So if you've ever been to New York City, even if you've been lately, the feel is still there, but it was something about the rhythm of the way the culture mixed with New York City in those times that made it so very special. And on April 14th, 2008, I got a chance to go to my first New York City, Knicks game at Madison Square Garden. And I got a chance to watch them play the Celtics. Now, if anybody who knows basketball at this time, these were big players. Both of the teams had really good players, and it was really a big time in sports. You had Patrick Ewing, you had John Starks, you had Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell, all of these guys that were playing. And then you on the Celtics side, this was the start of the big three. So you had Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. Now, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen were a powerhouse. And the Knicks fans knew that Boston had, become a powerhouse again. And they did wind up winning the series that year. So it was kind of heartbreaking. But again, this was a special part of New York Knicks, NBA, and its Boston Celtics history that I was able to be a part of. And then, everybody has their feelings about the Celtics. But no matter how you feel about the Celtics, I feel like you enjoyed watching players like Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen. So many great players came from that team, even though they were kind of like, one of the teams that were kind of hated at that time. So a lot of different things was going on between the two teams that made it a great part of history. Let me double check on you guys in the comments right quick. Oh, it's okay, Mo Better Boo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. Oh, it's okay. I put it on both. I put it on the vertical and I put it on the normal view so that both can run. And normally we have different viewers coming from the verticals just because they go into your feed. And yes, so bomb. Paul Pierce, he was so dope. I had his jersey. Even though I was a Knicks fan, I still had Paul Pierce jersey on the Celtics. I had the little wristbands, the headband. I was such a little tomboy, it didn't make no sense, but I really love basketball. I have a heart for it. which is why you will hear me talk about basketball more than any other sports, but I do enjoy football as well. Again, like hockey as well. So it'll be a different mix. And I love boxing. I've been to several different boxing matches. I could give you guys some Mayweather stories. I've actually met him. He's held the door for me, but I'm in Vegas, so I kind of get a chance to meet a lot of different people, and hopefully I can bring you guys that content as well. I've met a lot of different people here. I met a lot of different people here. Okay, Ivy, no problem. I'm a Magic fan, but I love me some Paul Pierce. Right? He was such a dope player. He was such a dope player. So much talent. Very a graceful player as well. You didn't really hear as much about him as you heard about a lot of the other players, which was pretty good. So are you Giants or Jets? Listen, if I'm a Giants fan, especially if they're playing the Jets. But if the Jets is playing and the Giants are not playing, then I'm gonna cheer for the Jets. But it's definitely a Giants house over here. Excuse me, it's definitely a Giants house over here. Again, we will support the Jets if they're the only ones playing, but I'm sorry. I've always been Team Manning, like from back in the days. The Giants just had a different feel in my household for years. And then I also was in a position to where it was constantly the Giants versus the 49ers. And that is a matchup that is going to always be a problem for me. You guys will see me a little bit perturbed. They don't play each other often, but when they do, yeah. I think everybody just like him because they seen that movie. Jesus, 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 Jesus. I'm definitely a Yankees girl too. I'm sorry, I'm just a Yankees girl. However, I do have a very good experience that I had with the Mets. Um, you guys don't know, but I used to dance as well. I'm trained in ballet, tap, jazz, African, and ballroom. And I was a part. I don't even want to say that might be too much information. It's my first live, but I danced for the opening of the Mets versus the Yankees game at Chase Stadium when they welcomed the Dodgers back to the Mets back to Shea Stadium. The Dodgers back to Shea Stadium. Excuse me. This was in 1990 something. We're just gonna keep it there. But yeah, great experience on that field. Something that I probably will remember and cherish for the rest of my life, which is awesome. And yeah, my sister Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett was one that was like an arrogant, more show offy type player and stuff like that. He's always been that way. So my twin is a Giants fan. I'm used to it. So I can only imagine that there's some rivalry going on when those games happen. Thanksgiving is probably interesting in your household on football days, Sundays, things like Mondays, things like that. So I'm sure that's probably interesting for you as well. And I want to give a special shout out to, we're talking about the Knicks, so I can't leave my friend's nephew out. My friend's nephew actually plays for the Knicks. So I want to give a shout out to him. I don't know if I should tell you guys who he is. I'm going to leave that piece separately. So shout out to the Knicks. While I'm a fan on the outside, I'm also a fan on the inside. Again, I grew up in New York City. I know a lot of people in New York City. So shout out to you, nephew. We are rooting for you and we love you. You go ahead and keep doing your thing. And we hope that New York can go ahead and take the championship. So all of you guys that are here on the West Coast, there's other things about New York City again that we talked about that's just a little bit different. Hey Pizza Boo, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the like button for me, girl, and go ahead and share it out for me if you can. And if anybody wants to support the channel, you can see it on the screen. We ain't gotta talk about it. We actually root for each other when we aren't playing each other. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of a thing. You gotta root for the other team sometimes, but as long as it stays within New York, big Brooklyn energy, then we could keep it. We could keep it cool. So I talked to you guys a little bit about Brooklyn. I talked to you a little bit about my experience with the Knicks. Let me show you guys I'm gonna show you my scrapbook page. Now don't judge me. It probably looked like a kindergarten that did it, but it was 18 years ago. And it was just in a little scrapbook that I started making for myself. And I just so happened to find it in there. So I wanted to show it to you guys. Let me see. Can I find it? Can I find it? Let's see. Okay, so this is the game that I went to. You can see it was at Madison Square Garden on Monday, April 14th, 2008. The Knicks were doing their thing that year, so it was pretty cool. As you can see, I even stuck the little Sprite tag. I guess I was drinking a Sprite and I stuck that little piece on there. All of these, this is all the piece where you see the MSG and the New York and the best is yet to come and raising a game. That was kind of all cut out of the pamphlet. And then I just kind of drew and wrote stuff all around it. It was pretty fun. Awesome game. They did wind up losing, which sucks. I'm so sorry. Better luck next time. And hopefully this year they can make up for that year. And, we can take it from there. But as you guys can see, I wasn't a hater of the Celtics either. I made sure that I included everything that I could. And I also got news clippings, it looks like the next day, where you could see the Celtics' final score. And I just cut out some pieces of that newspaper as well. There's other pages to this that I can't show because it has I guess the way that we printed tickets back then, it's different. It has my email and stuff like that on there. So I didn't want to share that part, but so don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. It is. I thought it was so cute though. I'm gonna be able to share some stuff with you guys out of that book more often. And I do have real artwork that I've done since then. I actually paint and things like that, but I'm more of an acrylic painter. So yeah, it was the Sprite, right? It was the Sprite, right? Now, when I found the page, I actually touched it, and it is the exact Sprite. It's the Sprite wrapper. I was like, that shows you the kind of person that I am. I do hold on to good memories. So hopefully we can create some together over here and have a little bit of fun. Now, don't get me wrong. I will cuss somebody out. I don't like to cuss. And I'm not staying on here too long because I got to go to Bible study today. So y'all only going to have me for this 30 minutes, and then I'm going to roll out, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow with some more content, some fresh stuff. But at least you guys got a chance to get to know me a little bit. And hopefully, if you're here on the replay, please make sure you smash the like button for me, please. Also, make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and all of that good jazz. And make sure you share. I try to share all of the new content creators out. I started with a brand new page over here, even though I have close to 4K on my other page and that page is monetized. I wanted to start brand new and give you guys your own space where, we could actually come over here and have a little bit of fun together. Sorry, that's my alarm, guys. But yeah, just a separate space where we can come over, have a little bit of fun. And again, it's not as tense as my other content. So I appreciate y'all. I really, really, really do. And again, make sure you guys are using my community wall to communicate with me. I always put up polls so that, we can all be on the same page. And again, if you don't like what you see, you probably didn't answer the poll. You probably should have, participated a little bit so that you could get the story that you wanted. And I feel like a whole bunch of people are coming into the chat now that missed all of my good commentary and all of my goodness gracious that I worked on so very hard. Y'all gotta be here on time. If I gotta be on time, y'all gotta be on time. That's all I'm asking for. Is that a lot? It's probably a lot. But it is what it is. I'm gonna let the newbies, that new people that came in, just hear my little Brooklyn skit one more time so that they can understand what the video was about. And then hopefully we could get some people here on time tomorrow to tune in and engage in the conversation. And I want to get to know you guys. Also, I know how this works, and I know I'm gonna have to drop my link so that people could come up and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna drop my link today, guys. I'm not. I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. And I don't normally I'm not a link dropper. I'm not a panel person. I come, I give my piece of word, and I go. You give me 30 minutes, an hour, two tops if it's really, really important or something that I really, really want to get across. But other than that, I'm not hogging up the airways. There's a lot of new people that are coming behind me. I want to make sure that they have their time as well. So I'm going to come, I'm going to drop my content, I'm going to go. I will upload and do uploads and things like that go along with the content. And you guys can watch the uploads in between your free time and in between other lives and things like that. So you will constantly get content from me. There will be times where I will drop the link, yes, but I won't drop it all the time. I'm sorry. I just don't have that kind of patience. I love watching it, but yeah, I don't got that kind of patience. So I don't know how many of those will be done. Maybe once a week during the creator roulette, when we have that time, we can drop the link for everybody and not just the content creators. And then maybe on the weekend when we have our after dark and the frenemies with Sneaky. Don't y'all come over there being nasty either. It's not that. I mean, it's that kind of after dark, but it's not that kind of after dark. Don't come over there being nasty. It's gonna be chill. You're not coming over there to spread your legs for me. Don't think that's what is going on over there. We're just gonna have some nice, grown, adult conversations. Keep your privates in your pants, and that's it. We'll have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and let this clip play real quick. And then I'll come back, double check and see if you guys got any questions or anything like that or anything in the chat. And then I'll let you guys get out of here.
I want to introduce you to me, my Vegas sports, and my Frenemies Sector content. But before all of that, I was just a Brooklyn girl growing up in New York City. Back then, things were different. The basketball courts at the parks were full. We played outside until the street lights came on. Everybody knew their neighbors. Block parties were a whole event. The music was legendary. The fashion was unforgettable. And New York had an energy that's hard to explain if you didn't live it. So I want to share that experience, talk about what it felt like growing up in Brooklyn and walking into Madison Square Garden for the first time. I'll also tell you some stories about growing up in the 80s and 90s. So let's take a trip back to Brooklyn, basketball, and some of my best memories of the 80s and the 90s. I'm going to show you guys my scrapbook page from my first New York Knicks game. I went to Madison Square Garden, and don't judge me, it was 18 years ago. Okay, so don't be judgmental. Okay, thank you. Tune in.
How did I like that halftime? I think I want to pick that up. I think I want to talk about that info. I'm just gonna say I'm neutral right now. I'm neutral. We'll come back and we'll talk about that. we'll, we'll talk about that. I am a Brooklyn girl. I am a Brooklyn girl. Thanks, Mo. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you. And again, if you came late, you my boo. Don't even worry about it. You my boo now. You're a part of the boo crew. When y'all see me around, you drop your red hearts, drop your black hearts, and I'll drop your emojis back to you. And make sure you come on my community wall. Drop whatever you want to drop, any questions, anything like that. I did make a post for kind of like a Q&A. If you guys got actual questions you want to ask me or about my content, you can go on that post. I do put polls and things like that. I try to make it fun on both ends, whether you're sitting watching a video, whether you're in a live, or if you're just scrolling on your community wall looking for some things to do that you might not have to hear, because some of this gets really loud and annoying, but it is what it is. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh, I got a vertical going too. Oh, you do? Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, frenemies, boos, welcome to the Boo Crew. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I've been hiding over here, my butt. Thank you so much for hiding. Great job, man. Love sneaky. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, VA. So hopefully y'all spread the word. Click that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, turn on your notification bells, and share if you care. Yeah, that's it. I love y'all. Peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey, who got the tea? Hey, keep it in the ring. Hey, sticky, we outside. We're gonna roast, we're gonna argue, it's all just jokes. Let's see 1 minute, next one beefing, then we back laughing, bitches stop reaching. We are opponents, fight fair. We are competitors, not enemies. Keep it cute, frenemies. Frenemies. Yeah, we outside. Oh shit, that's sneaky. Even she outside. Hey, who got the tea? Keep it in the ring, ayy. Sneaky, we outside. Now here's what we not doing. No family talk, no kids involved, no doxing, no dead relatives, no real life harassment, ayy. Keep it in the ring, keep it in the ring. Roast the content, not the families. Kids are a no to me. Debate creators, don't dox. I'm talking low talk, but don't run in it high. Ayy, ayy, ayy. Who got the tea?